today I'm gonna compare the UPRM with the UQAM. So let's start with the classrooms. The classrooms at the UPRM are basically, we have the normal classrooms and then we have the amphitheaters. At the normal classrooms, well, we had mostly what you would find at a high school or elementary school. Pupitres, I don't know how to say that. It's like the basic student desk, the chair that has kind of like a thingy where you put your notebook and take notes. But here at UQAM, I've noticed that the classrooms, at least I haven't been to any classroom that is that setting. They're more like tables with different chairs, and everyone sits at at this chair where at this table where there might be 3 to 4 chairs. And also most of the administration classrooms I have been in, the setting of the room is like a U shape where they have all the tables in form of a U, and then the professor talks to everyone in the middle, or there's like a round table-ish setting but with every table, and it's more like an open dialogue atmosphere. Also, professors are very different at UQAM versus at UPRM. Here they're more open to that student interaction. I don't know if this is because I'm at the PhD level or if it is just because that's the way they are here. But I have heard that some professors even give out their personal cell phone number, which I've never heard of that happening at the UPRM, unless you're working with a professor or something like that beyond the classroom, not just so you can call them to check out how this homework or whatever trouble you're having and clarify any doubts. At the professors' offices, I've noticed that if they're in their office and you can jump in and pass by and say hi, their door will be open. But if they're in a meeting or doing something else in their office, they will close the door. So it's kind of like a way to let you know that you can approach them. Versus at the UPRM, I remember you have to knock at each professor's door just to know if they're there and if they're available, even if it is during office hours. Also, regarding the student community, I don't know if it's because I'm not local, but back home, us Puerto Ricans, we tend to be more of a community and more sharing and caring for the others. But here I've noticed that students are a bit more reserved in terms of they go to classes, they do what they have to do, and that's it. Unless you make some kind of connection and manage to make friends. But it's not the same culture as in Puerto Rico, where if you're stuck or something during the class, someone will tell you like, are you okay? You need help with that? Or how did you do with the homework? It's not that same type of culture. Another thing here at UQAM, and I think in Montreal in general, the bookstores at the universities are called co-ops. And at least at UQAM, there are about 3 of them that I've known that I have actually walked to. And I remember that at UPRM we only had 1. And also the ESG, École de Sciences de la Gestion, the business administration school, they have their own co-op, so you can buy the merchandise and t-shirts. Another thing I've noticed is that at UQAM there are like bars inside the university, and back at the UPRM that was not allowed at all. Like, you could not have alcoholic beverages on campus. But here there are designated bars, like real bars where you can go with your friends after the class and have a glass of wine or drink a beer or whatever. And that's something I really like about choosing a school in Montreal, some different country, because Puerto Rico, we are very similar to the American culture. But experiencing Montreal, Canada, and the region I am, they're very French-like, and it's totally different. And I do believe that exposing yourself to different cultures will help you in the long run, because the world is every day more and more unified, and you need to know how to deal with this, new things. Not necessarily in your workplace everyone is going to be like you. Not everyone is going to come from Puerto Rico or from the States. They're going to have different backgrounds and different cultures, and being able to adapt to those differences and accept different people in your group, it's something that I do believe each and every one of us should strive to do, and to achieve that tolerance. And I don't know if tolerance is the right word, but just be conscious that not everyone is like you. And even in the universities, when you're picking universities, try to enrich yourself with culture. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I moved from Puerto Rico, which is